I made a pair of mittens from knitting the new mittens and gloves, and it's called Sen Galtus or something.
Oh, those are pretty.
And you do the mittens and then you decorate, you finish off the edge with attached I-cord. Then you have an I-cord strand that you make the Celtic knots out of, and I really like it. It's in a Kathmandu DK tweed that Loopy carried, but they got rid of it when they moved, and it's wonderful warm stuff, so I'm disappointed they don't have it anymore, but had a lot of fun with those. And the mitten pattern, you knit this rectangle first, and I want to try some of the nut stitches from the workshop we just had, and knit another pair with some leftover yarn from another project, but so in one of my lifetimes. And then
Kathy, what did you say? You did the nut stitches?
nup stitches. They're like Estonian popcorns, but different pattern from the workshop. So this was a sweater that I had knit from a pattern in Anna issue 185 years and years and years ago, and it wore out, and I reknit it. Except this is in Brunswick Knitting Worsted, which is extinct, and a much nicer yarn and a nicer color than what I could get today. But I like it, and I redid it and learned a thing or two. And I noticed when I was doing the front, I forgot to put the buttonholes in, so I made loops later. So I wasn't going to reknit the fronts.
You changed the cuff too.
Oh, it's just Cascade 220.
Oh, okay.
But I tried a couple things, and they were either too thick or too tweedy, and they didn't show off the damask. So it's a little tricky, and I wanted the silver gray, and I wanted a little bit of tweed in it. And flat colors in this color look really, really flat. So it was all very educational. And now I've got a gray sweater in my drawer again.
I always feel like such a slacker at Show and Share. I have a scarf. This is yarn I bought at Stitches, and also a pattern I bought at Stitches. It's has beads in it, and it's just a 2x2 rib, but when you place the beads in it, it gives the impression of stones in a river, and I think it's actually called River Rock Scarf. And it's in a book called No Sheep for You, if you've heard of that. It's all non-wool patterns.
What yarn is it?
I think it's handmade cotton and silk.
No, handmade.
Maybe handmade, I don't know. Anyway, it
Are
was
there
fun
a
to
lot
work
of
with
patterns
these.
in there?
Oh,
with
it's
beads?
pretty.
No, I think this was the only pattern with beads in it, but it's all either linen or cotton or silk yarns in the book.
Where did you get the beads?
I got the beads at Stitches too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's a little sleeveless sweater with lace on the bottom
Oh, that's pretty, the lace.
with king tut cotton. And this one is just some baby soft yarn.
Oh, that's pretty. It's a pretty color.
That's a gorgeous color.
Yeah.
Oh, the
It's
color is
pattern, my
gorgeous.
color. I don't remember. I wrote it down, but I know it.
It's very pretty. Nice coloring. Oh, and that lace on the bottom. Oh, felting.
Three skeins of yarn, these are double, and then you sort of sew them together before you wet felt them and fit them to your body. So they were fun.
Oh,
Made
they're
another
cute.
pair.
Very cute.
Did you make the sweater?
I don't know. Here's Samantha.
We finished a scarf-sized clapotis out of your yarn that I
That's
dyed.
interesting.
This has been on the needles for like 2 years. It's yarn I got at the Blackberry Ridge Retreat, so that's how long it's been on the needle.
But you dyed it yourself?
I dyed it myself when I got home. This is not from the actual dyeing on the retreat.
Okay. It's lovely.
I think I have glasses for this one. This is the Ice Queen cowl from Nitty.com. And since I wanted something a bit more substantial, I knit it on 4s, a bit tighter than it's meant to be, and had to figure out how to add a repeat. So. It's
was
supposed to be
it?
lacy, but it's nice and warm. Now, this is Knit Picks Imagination, which is an alpaca superwash, alpaca blend superwash. So, and it wore it over here. I walked like 2 miles to get here, and it's nice and warm. Another 10 degrees colder, I'd want a hat on top of it, but it's nice and warm.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is, it's cute.
Take it off before and put your glasses back on. That would work for us.
This is the twine knitting wristlet from Beth Brown Reinsel's class,
Oh, wow.
which was fun to do. This was the first time I had tried twine knitting. And this is some socks that are for a friend for Christmas from Lorna's Laces Yarn, and the patterns, one of the ones out of the one of the Charlene Church books. I can't even remember which one. I just love her book. She's got so many cool things. And then this is socks from, it's a Collinette yarn called Jitterbug, if I remember correctly. And it's another Charlene Church pattern. And I won the yarn at the Janesville Knit-In last year.
Oh, cute.
And then I had this scarf pattern around for a while, and I wasn't sure what I was going to use on it. And I had this yarn left over from a shawl that I had made, and I really liked the way that it showed the stitches. So I decided that's what I would do with that.
Very nice.
So that's all I have right now.
Very